He's a San Francisco radio guy. This dude invited listeners, women only, to show up at a boxing ring and fight him for free concert tickets. And he promised to whip their butts.
Oh, my goodness. What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Give me the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Let's get right into the video.
You know, we out here with the softball team trying to get a little action going. Watching this.
Here we go. Oh, sit down. Oh, 0-3. Sit down.
We feeling good.
All right. Oh, made contact. Yes, sir. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's it, bud. So far, we've got like 5 strikeouts, 1 foul ball. Yep. Is that right? Yep. All right. Oh, shoot! That's gone.
This is what happens pretty much every time I see a men's versus women's video. They'll find girls that are really good at something, and then they'll find guys that are either complete amateurs or they're good at something else. So in this case, they have guys that play football going against women who are in college for softball. The women who are specialists in whatever they do will beat the man, and that will supposedly be proof that women can do anything that men can do. But towards the end of this video, you see the guy that has a little bit of experience in baseball knocks the ball out of the park. When it comes to physical sports, very skilled women can compete with average men, yes. Maybe even sometimes above average men if they have no skill. But if you take the best professional women's softball team and put them against the best professional male's baseball team, it's going to be a blowout. Hell, if you put the best women's softball team against the best high school baseball team in America, I guarantee you that group of high school boys will win. Because there's just a physical difference. Fastest pitch ever thrown in softball history is 77 miles per hour, while the fastest baseball pitch ever thrown in history is 105 miles per hour. That's about a 30% difference in performance. When FC Dallas, a group of 15-year-old boys, played our women's national soccer team, they won 5-2. Which is not exactly a nail-biter in soccer.
One thing that's really interesting about the women's sexual liberation movement is how men interpreted that as we are open to all sexual advances without question. So like they interpreted us embracing our sexualities and being more sexual beings instead of being repressed like history has, enforced us to be. It has emboldened them to be more misogynistic, more sexist, and to literally perpetuate downright harassment.
This is why I don't like feminist arguments, because they're lazy. They look at everything through oppression. So when you ask the typical feminist about women being sexually oppressed, they'll just go, well, that was because of the patriarchy. That was just because men wanted us to be held down. That was just because men didn't want women to be independent. No, it's because it was dangerous, historically speaking, for women to be promiscuous. Before the birth control pill, there was pregnancy. That was a real life problem. In an age where you didn't have the same standard of hygiene and the same standard of health care, women died giving birth to children. Imagine squeezing a watermelon out of your body and having an open wound in a time where people weren't even regularly washing their hands. Disease. Women generally carry and transmit more STDs because bacteria and viruses tend to like wet, warm places. Before penicillin was introduced in the 1940s, syphilis ran rampant across the world, killing tens of millions of people. Also mutated in order to attack newborns. So if you ever want a society completely wiped out, allow for women to be promiscuous in an age where you have a neurological virus that attacks the mother and her offspring. Before 1940 and penicillin, that was a threat. These are real consequences that were not put in place by the patriarchy. They were put in place by nature. And those consequences still exist today. When people said, oh, we're free, we have the birth control pill, we have feminine hygiene products, we have penicillin, syphilis is gone. No worries, let's go out and just give free love. AIDS popped up. The virus mutated in order to take advantage of sexual promiscuity and killed millions again. The truth of the matter is sex was and still is dangerous, but we have modern medicine in order to combat that, so now people think that it should just be liberated. And with modern medicines due to the quote-unquote patriarchy, you have that freedom now. But we need to stop thinking that history is men just oppressing women and building these patriarchies in order to oppress women. That's ridiculous.
So this is going to be rant 2 on behalf of fathers' rights and the stark contrast between single mothers and single fathers, okay? So let's go back into it. 7% of single mothers work more than 44 hours weekly. 24.5% of single fathers work more than 44 hours weekly. 7 compared to 24.5. 46.2% of single custodial mothers receive public assistance. 20.8% of single custodial fathers receive public assistance. 46 compared to 20. 40% of mothers reported that they had interfered with the father's visitation to punish their ex-spouse.
Wow.
They have literally, this kills me. Women literally try to punish their exes by withholding affections from their kids and visitation from their kids. Because they're that fucked up in the head that they think that punishing the dad doesn't hurt the child.
That's just the 40% that admitted to it. I talk about how often that happens, and I think it's an understatement. I think that it happens more times than not where a mother will at some point use the child as a weapon against the father in order to try to keep him in line or in check or to keep him around because she thinks that they're a package deal. Some women think that if you don't want to be with me, then you don't deserve to see your kids, completely ignoring the fact that a father is the most important component for a child's life. And if you truly want what's best for your child and not what's best for yourself, why are you withholding your child from seeing its father? Statistically speaking, one of the best indicators on if a child is going to be brought up in poverty is if that child is living with a single mother and not a single parent, specifically a single mother. Based on all the statistics I've seen, single fathers do a far better job, especially financially, at raising their children. With all of that out there and with all that information being so public, why does our family court system still give women the children 90% of the time? Oh, I forgot, it's because the state gets 60% of every dollar in child support collected. So they're incentivized to keep the breadwinner away from the children.
We interrupt this program to bring you the #1 jerk of the month. He's a San Francisco radio guy. Hey, nice skeleton costume. This dude invited listeners, women only, to show up at a boxing ring and fight him for free concert tickets.
Look at this girl. She's shadow boxing. Hold up. She look ready.
Only to show up at a boxing ring.
Look at this girl right here. She look ready with the white headband on. She look ready.
And fight him for free concert tickets. And he promised to whip their butts.
Oh my goodness.
Sleazy is this dude, battering women. And if that ain't bad enough, he's even a cheap shot artist.
Oh man, it's getting bad.
And body slams to beat him up.
It's getting bad for him. If you don't know the guy in the video, his name was Eric Strawberry Fielding, and he's a radio personality that pretty much got called out by women because he had a slender body. When he was called out by women that thought that they could beat him physically, he organized an event where the winner would get a set of concert tickets if they could beat him in a boxing match. About 9 women showed up to challenge him, and this was the result of that. This is the delusion that this dogma creates. 9 women showed up thinking that they would actually physically be able to beat this man in a boxing match. I'm assuming they thought that they were going to win because the only way you get the tickets is if you win. The strength ratio is equivalent to somebody telling you to fight Prime Mike Tyson for concert tickets. I'm not fighting Prime Mike Tyson for no damn concert tickets because, one, I don't think that I can win, and the only way you get the tickets is if you win. But even if they gave me the tickets just to get into the ring, what's the point of having the tickets for the concert if I can't see the concert because I have 2 swollen black eyes? And for those of y'all that think that this is wrong, understand that these are consenting adults that decided to get into a legal boxing match and be compensated concert tickets if they won. Women are adults and can make their own decisions. Isn't that what feminism is all about? The right for women to be able to decide whatever they want to do in life. And I am all for that. With that being said, if they're consenting adults and they decide to get involved in a boxing match, that's on them. Me personally, I'm not getting in no ring with Mike Tyson for concert tickets. Till next time.
My boo, I'm just here for the rendezvous. And I came with the whole damn crew, cause I've been feeling like you want me to. You say stop standing, that's so I can't help myself when I pull up.